Yo, what's going on, man? Today is, today is March the 29th, 2023. It's your boy Chris, and this is the ChrisBeCappinn NBA show. I'm live on Twitter right now. I'm also live on YouTube as well. If you guys are new to the space, definitely make sure to check out the YouTube. If you're new to YouTube, definitely make sure to follow me on Twitter at ChrisBeCappinn, 2P's, 2N's. Also, be sure to check out the podcast, man. Doing a morning podcast Monday, Wednesday, and Friday called Cashed It with Chris, where I try to break down these lines early if we have all the information that we need as far as the lines and injury news and all that good stuff. It's been pretty interesting recently because a couple days this week, we've actually seen totals come out while I've been doing the show. So I had a chance to kind of give some opinions on those totals early if we know everything that we need to know about the game. So show honestly not extremely helpful if we have a lot of injury implications on a slate like we do today, but definitely check me out on the podcast, man. Download the podcast, subscribe to the podcast. You guys hit the notification bell on the podcast. It'll let you guys know when I go it'll let you guys know when a podcast has been recorded, so it'll just pop up. Typically they're done about 5-10 minutes after I'm done with the morning show. So most of the time about 7:40 at the latest, 7:35 at the latest. The shows are done, so you guys can listen in if you guys don't want to watch on YouTube. So that's what I got for you guys there. As you guys settle in, I ask that you hit the like button for me. We did have a pretty good show yesterday. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying the show, enjoying the content, consider hitting the like button for me. Helps me out a lot, helps the show out a lot, and sincerely appreciate that as well. Real quick on the recap before we jump into the 10-game slate for today. I don't think my green screen like my orange shirt. My orange shirt I got on today, so it's looking a little cloudy over here on the YouTube stream, but it's all good, man. As long as y'all can hear me, then we can get to some cash. So that's that. Recap at the bottom. I was on Boston first quarter. Yuckiest play, nastiest play I might have taken all season. Laid a dud to the Washington Wizards without Bradley Beal, without Kyle Kuzma in that game. I'm honestly looking back, I'm just thankful I didn't bet more. Like I didn't take the first quarter, full game, first half, team total, or the spreads. I would have been probably wouldn't even did a show today if I'm being honest with you guys. But Boston first quarter did not get there. It wasn't even close actually. Got locked up by by those guys. But what can you do, man? It's really weird. You know, I thought about doing a whole segment on double digit favorites losing by double digits. You don't typically see that. You don't see a team favored by 10 or more and lose the game by 18 or 15 or more. It's just weird, man. It makes it, a lot more difficult for us. A lot of, variance makes you want to limit your plays, so not taking like full spots and just kind of locking into one. So yeah. But other than that, it was a pretty good day, man. I talked about Toronto, liked the spot for them. Also hated the spot for Miami. So Toronto minus 3.5 cash, the 5.5 cash as well. And then Donovan Mitchell was the only player prop that I played yesterday. And I actually played Denny Avdia as well. I didn't give it out official, but Avdia ball last night. He had 26 points, rebounds, and assists, I think, at halftime. He only needed one for the second half, so that was a cash too. But I talked about liking him, but then I didn't play it until after the show, so I didn't get that one out officially. But then I played Donovan Mitchell, and it was a nice spot for Donovan Mitchell yesterday against the Atlanta Hawks. So cashed the full ladder on Donovan Mitchell, 27.5, 30, 35, and 40. I know a lot of people roll with me. I love seeing the DMs of people cashing and making money on the ladder spots. And I think I tweeted it out wrong. I think I tweeted out that I only got plus 850. I actually got plus 950, but I see my girl Ali in the chat. I know she got a plus 1,000, and that's always good. It's always good money when you guys get the good odds. I always talk about shopping around, making sure you have multiple sports books, especially if you're in a legal gambling state like Virginia. I got 13 sports books on my phone, so and got a little bread loaded on all of them. So let's get into it for today. We got a lot of games, not a lot of spots that I like though. It's pretty interesting because it's 10 games, but I can kind of give you guys a reason why I don't like a side. And I didn't cap all the player props in these games as we get breaking news that Drew Holiday looks like he's going to be in. Dragic is also available to play. Joe Ingles is in. Giannis is also in. Chris Middleton is out, almost as predicted. Yeah, they got a big game tomorrow, and that's actually the game I'm about to go to right now. So the Bucks are traveling to Indiana. This is the God damn. I had some notes. Had all my notes listed out. I don't have them in front of me right now because I actually had to write this stuff out last night. But I know this is the last game of a 4-game. I think it's 4 or 5 game road trip for the Bucks, so they won't be in the greatest spot tomorrow. Finishing off the road trip after beating up the Detroit Pistons in that last game 2 nights ago. So now they get Indiana tonight, Looks like they're gonna have all their guys in. I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to come out and pound this Indiana team. This Indiana team is gonna be shorthanded. Of course, no Halliburton, no play for for the Pacers. Of course, you just can't play that with those guys with him being ruled out. I think Miles Turner's going to be in, but honestly, it really doesn't matter. The way I see this game is Milwaukee has a game tomorrow, a big game tomorrow against the Boston Celtics. It'll be their first game back home after a 4-game road trip. Second game in back-to-back days. So I think Milwaukee tries to get this one out the way early. I understand resting Middleton in this spot because you definitely probably going to need him more so tomorrow versus Indiana. And, if you guys are looking at the trajectory of the NBA, you got to pay attention to the full landscape of things. The Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks are, a lot of people get emotional and, you talk about, somebody hit me last night and was like, yo, the Wizards are tanking. The Celtics are tanking. They're not even trying to win this game. But the big picture of things is that they don't care about that game. Like, they don't care about losing to the Wizards. Like, of course you care. You don't want to lose, but the grand scheme of things is that you're really trying to catch Boston to, potentially, win the East. So Milwaukee cares. I talked about this yesterday, but Milwaukee, I read a quote from Giannis maybe over the weekend. Giannis said that he's getting tired of having to. I don't think he said he's getting tired. I'm just paraphrasing, of course, but he mentioned something along the lines of like, it'd be nice to have a game 7 in Milwaukee and not have to travel on the road, right? So what that tells me is Milwaukee's going for these games. They're trying to get these teams out of the way. They're trying to win every single game. I think that they take the game tomorrow serious as well. It won't be the greatest spot. Like I said, first game back home after a 4-game road trip, and you're on the second leg of a back-to-back. So I'm saying all that to say that I think they absolutely come out here and smash Indiana early. I know it's a look-ahead spot. I didn't play it, but I'd be looking at their first quarter team total to go over. I think it was listed at 31.5. I like that play a lot. It's probably something I'm going to end up playing. I haven't played it yet. I wanted to make sure that the official news came out. But, you look at this Pacers defense. We've been talking about it ever since the All-Star break. They're bottom 5 in pretty much every defensive statistical category. And when your defense really is, that bad, you have to be able to rebound the ball. They don't have a lot of rebounding either outside of Miles Turner. So we know that the Bucks have a lot of length. Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez and Giannis. They're just a pretty deep team. So not being able to rebound the ball, I do think that Indiana, gets locked up early. I'd be looking at Milwaukee first quarter, first half, but I don't think that Milwaukee will go all out for this game because, like I said, they do have the Boston Celtics tomorrow, and resting Jrue Holiday tonight tells me that they plan on getting this game early, getting this game out of the way early, so that they can be full strength tomorrow, healthy and ready to go to beat the Boston Celtics. So don't really like the Bucks just lost the game in this spot. Tomorrow, that is, and Miles Turner still remains questionable. If he's out, the Bucks probably gonna score 45 points in the first quarter in this one against this version of Indiana Pacers defense without him. So if I'm playing this game, I'm looking at the Bucks early. Don't really like them as much late, just because there is potential for big blowout. They could kind of let up off the gas, and I do think that the bench will be in towards the end of this game. So I guess what I'm saying is you could lay the points. Indiana should get smashed in this spot, but I'm not doing that. I'll be looking towards Milwaukee early first quarter team total over 30.5 if I'm playing this one. On the Indiana side, I didn't look at anything, so hopefully you guys got more than me on that side. Next game is the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks. Let's see what we got. So line in this one opened at 4. It went up to 5. Now it's come back down to 4.5. At most books, it's also still at 4 on some books as well. It's come back all the way down to 4. That is because of the news of Jimmy Butler being rolled in. I kind of forecasted that. I talked about it early on the morning show as well. Not playing anything early, but I do like the Knicks on it as far as the side in this game. Couple different things I had on this one. Let me get to my notes real quick. So all right, so for the Knicks, Brunson is still listed as questionable. I don't think that Brunson's going to play. I'm not 100% sure, but the way that his hand was wrapped up, I think I kind of see Thibodeau like, he's going to try to get him out there if he can, but if he can't, I'm not and that's the reason why I'm not on this game. But I do like the spot for the Knicks more so than I like the spot for the Heat. One of the things I looked at was home favorites, revenge, and same season losses versus an opponent on the second leg of a back-to-back, which the Miami Heat are in this spot. Of course, they lost yesterday in Toronto. Those teams are 34-10 straight up, 27-16-1 against the spread. If you have the rest advantage and your revenge in the same season loss, they win those games by average of 10 points. After the All-Star break this season, that trend actually goes to 10-3 straight up, 8-5 against the spread, with those teams winning by average of 12 points. So I do kind of like the spot for the for the New York Knicks more than I like the spot I like the spot for the New York Knicks more than I like the spot for the Miami Heat. On the opposite side, the Heat, they don't do well when they're when they're playing the team that they've previously beaten and they're road dogs in that spot. I got them as 0-2 straight up in this spot with losses to the Hawks and to the Bucks. Both of those losses were by 8 points as well. I know it's a big game for Miami. I know that Jimmy Butler's ruled in, and that's actually who I pivot towards in this game. Versus taking a side, I just feel like Jimmy Butler has been, if you guys have been watching, Jimmy Butler's been in his bag recently. He's been, pretty much getting to a spot, kind of putting the offense, on his back and pretty much getting whatever it is he wants on the offensive end. The Knicks have also kind of struggled defensively over, the last, honestly, it's been about a week and a half. I know that the Knicks are only 4-6 in their last 10 games. We know that they struggle offensively. They turn the ball over. They can turn the ball over frequently as well. When you're the Knicks can, as without Jalen Brunson in there, kind of being the head of that offense. I like the offense for the Knicks a lot better when Julius. No shade to Julius Randle. I loved him when he was at Kentucky. I loved him when he was on my Lakers. But when Brunson is in there, I feel like the Florida offense runs a lot better than when you got Julius Randle running the offense. And no shade to Quickly either, because Quickly is my guy. I love Quickly a lot. But Brunson brings a leadership dynamic to the team that that nobody else can. So I said all that to say that I like Jimmy Butler to go over his points prop. He just played against this team. He's also the freshest Miami Heat player because he's the one that didn't play yesterday. The Heat are in pretty, I wouldn't say desperation mode, but they do need to climb up in the standings. Jimmy had 18 in the loss against Brooklyn, but before that, he played against this Knicks team. He had 35-9-4. Against Detroit, he had 26-10-4. Against Chicago, he had 24-7-1. Memphis, 23-8-6. Utah, 24-8-4. Orlando, 38-5-2. So he's just been the guy, and it continues to go on. So I played Jimmy. Let me go back to my notes section. My fault. Jimmy PRA. I took the whole PRA line. We got Joel Embiid, James Harden, game time decision. We knew that since yesterday. That helps us none. But I played Jimmy Butler PRA. You gotta you pretty much can shop around, get the best line. But most of the lines are the same. You might find a point difference here and point difference there. Let me see what I see it at right now. Jimmy Butler, points, rebounds, and assists, 35.5. That's what I thought it was. I like him to go over that number. It's a number that he could clear with just points. But I do expect him to, like I said, be the freshest of the Miami Heat. They don't have a good matchup for him. Josh Hart's a pretty good defender, but he's gonna have his hands full today. So Jimmy Butler, points, rebounds, and assists, over 35.5 is my top play in this game. Also, strong lean towards the Knicks, minus the 4.5 if you guys can get that number. But I didn't play that officially. So that's what I'm on in this game. Jimmy Butler over 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists in this game. Moving along. Moving along. So next game on the board is the Dallas Mavericks and the Philadelphia 76ers game. I'm actually going to skip this game. I honestly I don't got to play anyway, so I'm not really skipping it. I can't tell you guys can't give you guys any advice if I don't know who's going to be in and who's going to be out. I'll just kind of skip over this game. You would like if Harden and Embiid are ruled in, I'm taking Philly. Bounce back spot, revenge spot. This team's off 3 straight losses, but I'm not 100% sure if they're going to play. I know what I read last night before I fell asleep was that it sounded like Doc Rivers was more optimistic about James Harden playing, but not so much about Joel Embiid. So I'm not 100% sure who's going to play in this game. So I'm just going to skip over it right now. But if they're in, I do like Philly. I like Philly a lot. probably to win this game by 7 to 8 points. But I'll double back around if we get the news before the show ends. Houston and Brooklyn, not a game I'm extremely interested in. I know I continue to talk about three-point shooters against this Houston Rockets defense. Bottom two, probably, defensive team in the league. One player on the opposite team playing against the Houston Rockets will hit 5 threes. You just got to figure out if it's going to be Cam Johnson, if it's going to be Mikal Bridges. It's going to be one of those guys. So it could be Spencer Dinwiddie, but somebody's going to hit 5 threes. I'm just not really interested in this game. If I'm looking at the total, I do think that it probably goes under. Shout out to my guy Ronald. We kind of live capped this one on Let's Cap earlier, and he kind of talked me onto the under, but I didn't play it officially. I do think that the game probably stays under the 229. Brooklyn doesn't have the greatest offense, and we know Houston can struggle to score throughout the entirety of the game. They have spurts where they score a lot of points. Against the Knicks, they did muster up 115 points. I didn't think that they were. I think it might have been more than 115. I think it was 117. I didn't see them scoring that many points against the Knicks, and like I said, the Knicks defense are kind of taking a slide. So if I'm playing that game, I'm looking towards a 3-point shooter for the Houston Rockets, and I'm also looking at the under 229, but not anything that I played officially. The Clippers in Memphis, another game that I'm not really going to talk about too much. If you guys don't know, Memphis came out the middle of the day, listed a bunch of guys as questionable, so and doubtful. So I'm not sure how that game's going to go. Not going to play it either. So I'm kind of off of that game. I know it does seem like Ja's going to be in. Maybe you just look at Ja. Points, rebounds, and assists go over. Luke Kennard, it's a revenge game for him. Of course, he was traded from this same LA Clippers team. And the Clippers are in a pretty weird spot as far as, it should be a bounce back spot for them. Well, not a bounce back spot. They actually played well against the Bulls, beat the Bulls up after losing to the Pelicans. And Kelly Olynyk just got ruled out. I actually have played his rebounds plus assists, but that's a lot of uses for somebody. I got to figure out who that's going to be. Fontecchio probably going to get it. Simon Fontecchio, if anybody know who that is, he probably going to be the guy. But dang, that sucks because I already played Olynyk. It'll be a void, but I really like the spot for Olynyk tonight. Not that the whole world probably wasn't on him, but that was a play that I was going to take. It's just been a cash cow looking at his rebounds plus assists. But anyway, back to this game. The Memphis Grizzlies and the LA Clippers. The Clippers are first game, I think, on the road in 5 straight games. So I was looking at Memphis early. Typically, you want to fade the road team that's played 5 straight games in a row at home. Memphis also on the second leg of a back-to-back. They did jump out to a big lead, as they typically do at home, against anybody pretty much. But they was up by 20 points in the first quarter against the Orlando Magic yesterday, and you see them kind of teeter off just a tad bit, which they typically do in the second half. So I didn't play anything in this game, but I was looking towards Memphis first quarter. Let's see. But we need confirmation on injury stuff. So that's what I got there. Utah and San Antonio, that's the game I was on Kelly Olynyk in. I'm not sure what to do with that game now. 2 teams that's tanking. I told you guys a couple weeks ago that I thought Utah was tanking. Jordan Clarkson still hasn't returned. He probably not going to play the rest of the season. Lauri Markkanen played 1 game, then he out 1 game. Colin Sexton felt like he dropped off the face of the earth. It felt like he was supposed to be out for 2 weeks, like 2 months ago. He's never returned. So I think, like I said, I think they're tanking. They're not trying to make the playoffs, because if they were, certain games you got to win, and they just haven't been able to get those wins. Not even playing Lauri Markkanen in this spot. So to me, that tells me that they're not trying to win. Detroit, OKC, another game that I'm not extremely interested in. OKC laid a dud last night, and they're also not trying to win. I think they're tanking as well. They listed SGA out in this game, even after he came out and said that they were going to make the playoffs. They wanted to make the play-in game. Detroit, not a team you really want to back, but the spread has come down with SGA being rolled out from 11.5 for OKC down to only 9.5 now. And I would probably look for Detroit to be able to keep this game that close, maybe even early. I think Jaden Ivey points, rebounds, and assists is in play. I think I saw that number at like 28.5. I also think Marvin Bagley double-double is in play. He's almost hit a double-double in two games. He's been really close. I think 14-9 and like 15-9 or something like that in his last 2 games. So I think it's about time for him to get a double-double. I looked at it earlier on DraftKings. I think it was plus 165. We know that OKC does not have a lot of length. They don't rebound the ball well. And for me, what that tells me is that he should be able to get one more. He should be able to get one more rebound in a favorable matchup, and you get to catch this team on the second leg of a back-to-back. So Brunson's game time decision. None of this stuff is actually helping at all, man. Kyle Anderson just got added to the injury report with an illness. He's listed as questionable. Man, you got to be kidding me. This day is going terrible, man. God, I wanted to take the under. I was about to get to that play. I'm not taking it without Kyle Anderson because his defense is pretty. I don't know if people are watching. Kyle Anderson is elite defensively. But going back to the Detroit and OKC game, not a game that I like. I do think that you look at Jaden Ivey, points, rebounds, and assists over. Also think you look at Jalen Williams, Jalen, like my guy Finesse corrected me on yesterday. Jalen Williams to go over his points, rebounds, and assists is something that I think cashed last night in the first half, I want to say. I think he had like a career high in points. I think you just go back to him today. It'll be no Brunson. I'm sorry. It'll be no SGA. Couldn't talk anybody off Josh Giddey as well. So, yeah, that's the way I would look. And I think Sneaky, I don't know if his line's going to be available, but what's the other guy name? Why can't I think of his name? Isaiah Joe, the three-point shooter. If you guys aren't familiar with Isaiah Joe been balling as well. So maybe even some Isaiah Joe looks as well. Detroit can't guard. They really struggle against guards. So maybe I look towards Isaiah Joe. Lakers and Bulls are the next game. My Los Angeles Lakers are in Chicago. Line is all the way up to 3.5 in favor of the Lakers. Total is up from 226.5 to 227.5. I also see a 228 on DraftKings. I also see a 228 on Bookmaker and a 228 on BetOnline. LeBron hasn't been officially ruled in this game. He continues to be listed as questionable. You would think that he plays in this one, but we know nothing is for certain today in today's NBA. But I got a couple systems on this game to actually back the Lakers, which I'm not doing. I told you guys I'm not backing the Lakers. The only reason I'm talking about this game is because I'm looking at the total and I'm playing the under. So this is my thing though. I think once LeBron gets ruled in, the total is going to go up. It's actually my favorite total of the day. A lot of support for the under as well. It's the same totals that we've been kind of cashing on with a lot of the other plays as well. And it might be the Bet US player today. I'm just kind of waiting for LeBron to get ruled in. And then I may shoot a video to you guys and let you guys know that I'm official on it when that time comes. But I really like the under in this game today. Lakers just lost to the Chicago team. They should be fired up. We know that the star player coming back first game typically throws off the rhythm for the team. And I think that's exactly what LeBron did when these two teams played on Sunday. Now the Lakers are more rested in this spot. And I think they still continue to struggle to score. Chicago should get some regression to the mean. They allowed Nicholas Batum to look like Nicholas Curry the other day. The dude went off. I forgot how many threes he hit, but it was a lot. I know that the team hit 20 threes. So I expect Chicago to bounce back. I expect the Lakers to maybe kind of struggle with chemistry just a tad bit, just because this will be one of the only games of the season where they've had a roster with LeBron in. And LeBron probably will start. He probably won't come off the bench in this spot. So it's going to be the first time with LeBron, AD, Malik Beasley, Dennis Schroeder, D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt. Like, it's just, I think the rotation could be thrown off just a tad bit. So while I think the Lakers will win this game, I'm not betting on them. It just hurts my heart to see my money get wasted and the Lakers to lose. And Chicago's also bounced back pretty much every single time that they've lost the game as well after the All-Star break since they got Patrick Beverley. So they haven't been on a lot of losing skids. So I'm not backing the Lakers in this spot. I couldn't talk anybody off doing it, but I am playing the under. I'm just kind of waiting for Bron to get ruled in. I'm waiting for the total to go up to 228.5, 229, and that's when I'm going to play it. If LeBron gets ruled in and the total doesn't go up, I still will be playing the under. I'm going to play it on DraftKings where it's 228 because I do want to get the best of the number. Every single point counts. I talk about that all the time, but I couldn't talk anybody off playing the 227.5 right now. I just want to wait because I think the line's going to go up just a tad bit. So Lakers and Bulls under is my top play in that game. Sacramento and Portland. This one is another game that as we get to the end of the season and we find these teams in these non-motivational spots, I'm probably just going to start staying off. I think, I learned my lesson a couple times with the Kings last week playing against the Utah Jazz, that depleted Utah Jazz team. The Jazz didn't have anybody in that spot, and you saw the Kings just come out there and lay a dud. Same thing with the Celtics yesterday. The Wizards without without Bradley Beal, without Kuzma, they also lay a dud. So if I'm playing, it's kind of hard for me to back Sacramento in this spot, just because while Portland is absolutely trash, they will be without all of their starters, pretty much the whole starting lineup: Damian Lillard, Jeremy Grant, Nurkic, Anthony Simons. Those are the four main offensive guys. All of those guys are rolled out. They're tanking, not trying to win any more games this season. Sacramento should win this game by double digits. 14 seems like a big number when you can't get stops on defense, though. Sacramento still remains, a poor defensive team. They win their games with offense, but they don't really care about. I think they care. They just lack size. If you watch their game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, Minnesota won that game because they was able to control the boards. They had a lot of lengthy defenders. I say all that to say this: if you're playing the Kings, don't play the spread, play the team total. I don't think that they'll do what the Celtics did yesterday and just lay a dud. I think that they'll come out and, actually try to score. Not try to score, but be able to score. I don't think that anybody on this Portland team should be able to slow them down. If I'm playing this game, I'm looking at Sacramento team total, first quarter, first half to go over. Probably stay off for the full game, even though it could get there as well. I just kind of feel like they may not need to score as many points in the second half. So that's what I got for you guys there. Gabe Vincent and Jimmy Butler did just get ruled in as well. In the last game, I talked about Minnesota Phoenix. This is the game of the day. I'm probably gonna be staying up to watch this one. Really excited to see this game. I know a lot of people are on Phoenix, but the spreads actually come down. It went all the way up to 6.5, and now it's back down to 5. Man, I've been talking a lot, really highly about this Minnesota team. Not sure if people are watching this team play, but they are really good, man. I know it's a small sample, but anytime you can go to Golden State and hold that team under 100 points, and then on the next night go to Sacramento and beat that team as well as a road dog with no rest, coming off a game as a dog where you won outright, to me, that shows me something. So I know it's the third game in 4 nights for Minnesota. I know everybody's, all up in arms about KD coming back, and I am too. I just don't want to back them in this spot against this Minnesota team. I think Minnesota can keep this game close, and Minnesota's they're balling right now. I think based on what I'm telling you guys, it should speak to how high I am on this Minnesota team right now in their current form with Karl Anthony Towns back, having Mike Conley at point guard, and they gel so quick. They're a really good defensive team that can pretty much, lock you up at every position. Of course, there's no locking up Devin Booker on certain nights. Of course, there's no locking up Kevin Durant. But this is Kevin Durant's first game back, so I'm not in a rush to back Phoenix. I'm not in a rush to fade Minnesota more so. If this was Phoenix against anybody else, I'd probably be looking towards Phoenix team total to go over in some capacity. But I don't like it as much without Kyle Anderson. He has been starting. He's been in the starting lineup. It's been Mike Conley with Donovan Mitchell at the 2. Kyle Anderson been playing the 3. Cat played the 4, and Rudy Gobert been playing the 5. So I think if I'm playing anything in this game, I kind of talked about this one a couple weeks ago. If you guys remember, when I did a weekend show, I think it was on a Saturday. I talked about Ayton production getting cut in half in game. It's only been 3 games that he's played in with Kevin Durant so far this season. But Ayton's usage goes from 24% down to 12%. So if I'm looking at this game, I think Minnesota still comes out here and plays, pretty good defense. And I'd be looking at Ayton to go under his points, rebounds, and assists. The line is at 26.5. I'm gonna wait and see what happens with Kyle Anderson, but that's would be my top play in this game. I like KD to have a lot of usage. I like Ayton to not have as much usage. I like for Devin Booker to continue to go crazy, Chris Paul to get all the assists, and for Ayton not to have to contribute as much. Also, he got a tough matchup with Rudy Gobert as well. He probably won't get as many rebounds with Rudy Gobert being down there. And we know Rudy Gobert is a pretty solid defender. Karl Anthony Towns also not too bad of a defender as well. So that's the way I see this game. If slow-mo gets ruled in, if Kyle Anderson get ruled in, I probably will end up playing the under. I'm probably also gonna get there on DeAndre Ayton to go under his points, rebounds, and assists at 26.5. So that's what I got for you guys. Dang, I've been talking for 30 minutes. I don't feel like I was talking for that long. So official plays for me, and I'll put these at the bottom on YouTube. Jimmy Butler to go over his 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. The Kelly Olynyk look was an official play, but he's been ruled out. So they really not trying to win. Also lean Philly minus the points, but I'm not playing that without Joel Embiid and James Harden ruled in. Lakers and Bulls to go under once LeBron gets ruled in tonight. That game starts at 8:10, so he'll probably get ruled in. Should be sometime here soon. I do think LeBron's going to play in this game. And then, like I said, Minnesota Phoenix to go under 235. It's actually dropped to 234 now to go under if I can get Slow-Mo in. I kind of feel like I need to have Slow-Mo in just because he's been such a solid defender. So that's how I'm looking at the games, man. Like I said, 10 games, not a lot of spots that I like. Only one of my plays got voided. So 1, 2, 3, 4 officials, Aiden under his points, rebounds, and assists as well. If a lot of these still dependent upon the injury report, Aiden under 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists is what I'm looking at in that last game with the under as well. So that's what I got. You guys got any best bets that you want to share? Send me requests on Twitter. I'll get up as many people as I possibly can, and I'll go through the comment section as well. So I'm gonna go backwards. Excuse me. New Era Boxing and Bets TV said Westbrook points under or points and assists under. You got to tell me why you like that. I guess. Let me know why you like it though. D Book under 5.5 assists. D Book actually been the one getting the assists. He's been very unselfish. All of those guys are super unselfish. So I couldn't look at D Book to go under his assists, but if I think he's going to be a defensive game, then maybe I do. You also said you like New Era Boxing said that he likes Minnesota Phoenix first quarter over. I'm looking the opposite way. I think the under cashes. I think it could maybe a trifecta under also. Minnesota they've been playing really good defense. Coop, my guy Coop said LeBron is live for a triple-double, a double-double. Hope Patrick Beverly lit a fire under him, calling them small. Hey, that's the type of stuff, Coop, that I think LeBron don't even care about, honestly. I wish he paid more attention, kind of like The Last Dance, where, my guy MJ said he took it personal. LeBron don't take stuff like that personal, man. He don't take stuff like that personal. I wish he did, though. Be nice. Let's see. Lamakin said Lakers must win or out of the play-in and fall to 11th. It wouldn't surprise me, man. I'm done with that team. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Should they win? Yeah, they should, but the Lakers should have won against the Rockets. That's when I stopped betting on them. So it don't surprise me they keep digging themselves in the hole. That's why I'm not betting them. Giddy double-double. I couldn't talk you off of that one, New Era. I like Giddy double-double tonight. Didn't play it. New Era said he's on Wiseman. I couldn't talk you off Wiseman. I like Marvin Bagley a little bit better. His double-double was a lean for me. Like I said, plus 165. And I probably will end up playing it. I just didn't get there yet. Marvin Bagley double-double in that game. Like I said, he in a really good spot. I couldn't talk you off Wiseman, but I just feel like Bagley to me is the more polished of the two big men. Also compared their minutes. And he's looked like he's been Bagley's playing more minutes than Wiseman. And he's more consistent as well. So I couldn't talk you off of Wiseman, but I like Bagley double-double a little bit more. Brunson is back. I didn't see that, Burns. I didn't see him being back officially. Claxton double-double. I couldn't talk you off of that, Jamal. I'm sorry, Jarmal. Couldn't talk you off of Claxton to get a double-double today. Also couldn't talk you off Claxton blocks. Claxton been killing his blocks, especially against weak teams. I feel like he always getting like 4 or 5 blocks against weak teams. B. Hunter mentioned Walker Kessler. I'm not sure why I didn't think about Walker Kessler. Against San Antonio, why not? Walker Kessler been balling. I got to look into Walker Kessler a little bit. It's probably going to either be his PR or his rebound straight. I like the Walker Kessler look a lot, B. Hunter. Especially against San Antonio. They don't got a lot of size. Walker Kessler looking like he was the perfect replacement for Rudy Gobert, just a lot cheaper. THT Super Cal said, I couldn't talk you off THT. He's going to have a lot of usage tonight, especially without Kelly Olynyk being there. It could be a potential triple-double game for Kelly Olynyk. For Tyler Horton Tucker. And the reason why I say that is because he going to have the usage. Do they even have another guard besides Chris Dunn? And he playing the Spurs? I could not talk you off THT, Super Kels. I like that look a lot. Let's see. 2 for 3 on those SGPs on Monday Cash. Got 3 laddered up today. Dallas over, Minnesota under, Bulls under. Talk to me. I like them. I like the Minnesota under. I'm gonna get there with you on that one, Matt. And I like the Bulls under. I talked about that being my favorite play of the day. Um, just waiting for Braun to get in. Dallas over. I gotta if Embiid and Harden are ruled in, I do like the over. If Harden's ruled in and Embiid's ruled out, I definitely like the over. But that's how I'm kind of looking at that game. Let's see. Coop said, "Hope the Bucks overlook look ahead so they can take Boston tomorrow." I can see that happening. One moment. Let's see. Siri talking to me. Let me get Siri up out of here. I don't even know how that happened. Let's see. Tariq said, "Man, Chris, I took the Warriors plus 215 at half when they were down cash. Big. I'm hoping for another good day." Yeah, I talked about it in my chat last night. I said it's shaping up to be a Warriors first third quarter. Said that at the end of the first quarter, and they definitely cashed in the second half, down by 16-17 at halftime. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to AOD. Shout out to Sean. Yeah, y'all hit the like button for me if you guys can. What up to my guy Courtney? Talk Sports with JT. What's going on, my brother? Appreciate you being here. Tapped in with me. Tariq said Knicks first quarter. I'm off the Knicks first quarter, first half. They're not playing enough defense for me. When the Knicks start playing defense again, I'll start betting on them. But I can't trust the Knicks right now. Defensive rating terrible. They let the Rockets go over their team total. And sometimes when your offense look good, it can overshadow your defense. Miles Turner just got ruled out. That's when you want to take the over. You definitely want to take the over right now. I'm about to go see what it is on one of these slow sports books while you guys bear with me. Miles Turner just got ruled out. So Miles Turner out. Total goes over. No defense. Also, if you guys want to jump on the Bucks team total, I am going official on that as well right now. Bucks first quarter team total. It should be spread too. I'm taking the spread. I'm putting a little bit on the spread too. 3.5. If you can get that number, Bucks should cruise in the first quarter. Even with the look ahead spot, they should still cruise in the first quarter. Let's see totals. First quarter. How many points will the Milwaukee Bucks score in the first quarter? 31.5 is what I'm playing. I don't know what number you guys have available, but I'm playing 31.5. Plus 100. You guys can also play on BetMGM. You guys can also play 30.5 at minus 130 if you want to lay the juice. But I think that the Bucks definitely scored 32 points now. So official play for me, I did just add that. Live is the Milwaukee Bucks Indiana Pacers. I took the Bucks first quarter team total over 31.5. Similar spot to the Boston Celtics yesterday. I think the Milwaukee Bucks will get here today though. If you guys want to ride with me there. So all right, that's what I got for you guys there. And I'm yeah, Braun mad passive aggressive. Middleton got rolled in? I didn't see that, Burns. Did Middleton get rolled in? I thought Middleton got rolled out. I saw Middleton rolled out, Burns. Let me confirm real quick. I feel like I saw him out. Maybe something else happened. Yeah, Middleton ruled out. Middleton not ruled. He not ruled in, Burns. He ruled out. You might have meant ruled out. You put because Crowder got ruled out too for injury management. I think they want both of those guys for tomorrow. So yeah, that's how I see that. Chris, I missed your 76ers pick. 76ers pick. I don't have one 3-time. If the Sixers get everybody ruled in, I'm taking the Sixers. I am taking the Sixers on the spread if they got ruled in. I'm gonna try to catch the line before it gets shot up too quick. So y'all let me know if y'all see that line. I'm gonna try to put that one in ASAP. But Miles Turner ruled out. I did just add the Bucks first quarter team total over 31.5 for me. I think they scored 40. I think also I had it written down in my notes, but I think the Bucks have scored at least 34, 35 points in all 3 games versus the Pacers this season. I talked about it earlier on the morning show as well. Excuse me. Coop said he's running Ivy points, rebounds, and assists. Love his 8-8 odds and double-double. Could not talk you off at all. Rest advantage. They don't have a lot of size. He loves to get to the rim. I love Jaden Ivey tonight. I'm not a big Jaden Ivey guy. I think, but I like him tonight. Y'all think Mikal Bridges going for 25? Absolutely, I think he is. The Nets not even in a look ahead spot. They should thrash the Rockets today. Portland will Portland cover? I'm not sure. Ali, I think they shouldn't cover, but I can't trust the Kings defense. The Kings should win that game by 30 tonight. Honestly, they should turn up tonight, win that game by 30. What up, Fremons? Coop said Dunn double. Chris Dunn for the Utah Jazz double. Will the Pacers cover? Probably not. Not without Miles Turner and without Halliburton. I don't think they cover tonight. I do not think they cover tonight. Fremont said he on the Heat. I actually looked the opposite way, Fremont, but I didn't play the Knicks, just Jimmy Butler in that spot. What up to my guy Sam? Appreciate you. Hit the like button for me if you guys can. It's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. We all mess up, man. It's cool. Ain't no big deal. All right, that's what I got. Let me get to the request. Let me get Stephen up first. I got the usuals up here with me, man. The usual suspects, the usual guys coming up here to grace the stage and drop off some official plays that they like. That's always cashing with me. Stephen, I'm getting you up. Dream, Frag, just like the Dream Team, man. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. Stephen, I'm coming to you first. What we on today, man, and how you doing? I think it booted you, Stephen. Dream, I'm coming to you first. Then Frag, I'm coming to you. What up, Dream? What's going on? How you doing today, my brother? And tell me what we on today.
What's the vibes, man? Damn. Look outside. It's a blizzard.
Where you at, Dream?
I'm in New York.
It's snowing in New York?
Yeah, it was just 50 degrees. I'm in Rochester, New York. It was just 50 degrees. And, it's blizzarding now.
Dang, that's crazy, bro. Virginia, I could have wore shorts today. It's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I got 3 plays. They basically all the same. I got taught that Olynyk PRA killed me, man. I really was loving that.
Tell me about it, Dream.
But I'm lucky because I pivoted, right? Before Son got ruled out, I pivoted to all that shit you was talking about with THT assists. His double-double was 650. His triple-double was plus 6,500 when you built it out.
Damn.
So I was able to get that, but I still like all that. So my first pick is going to be Taylor Horton Tucker over 6.5 assists. Is minus 115 right now on FanDuel.
What was the number, Dream?
Over 6.5.
Oh, 6.5 assists. Okay.
Yeah. The number was 5.5, but with Olynyk being out, they bumped it up. I heard y'all mention it. It's gonna be him and Chris Dunn. It's gonna be their show tonight.
That's it, right, Dream? Like they legit don't have any more. Like, am I missing somebody?
Nah, that's it. Well,
okay.
Somebody, my next guy is y'all ain't mentioned yet, but he ain't really a ball handler. I like Hibachi tonight. He my next guy.
Oh yeah, you playing his threes, ain't you?
No, I'm playing his points.
Okay, his points. Okay.
I mattered them too.
Okay.
But I can't talk you off the threes, of course. Can't talk you off the threes. But yeah, man, Horton Tucker, he's gonna be the starter. He's gonna get all the usage he can handle tonight. I see a lot of lobs to Walker Kessler. I see a lot of kickouts to Hibachi for 3. So I can't talk you off his double-double at 350. They're not my odds. I kind of like to play higher odds. So me personally, I would just play the triple-double. I would sprinkle that before I play anything. Or you can do something where it's like 10 assists, 8 rebounds, something like that. Because when he's in, he's like a stat stuffer. If you just look at his game log, I ain't check it out. But I put him in a couple parlays, so I am familiar with his game. He will stuff the stat box. So again, I love his assists. I got 5.5. I gave out 6.5. So that's gonna be my play. If he gets 7, then it's a loss. So that's how much I love it, man. I love it. The next play, like I said, Hibachi over 15.5. The reason why I jumped on this so quick was I really liked the 14.5. I just didn't want to have too many plays from the same game because I was on Olynyk PRA at 26.5. Then I was on Horton Tucker assists. So I'm like, damn, I don't want to get on too many plays. But when Olynyk got ruled out and they only moved his point line up 1 point, yeah, I love it. I'm on it. Boys should get 30 to 40 minutes tonight. Maybe not 40. 30 to 35 minutes tonight. 15 to 20 shot attempts tonight. He could lead them in shot attempts. Taylor Horton Tucker is definitely a candidate, but if not, it's going to be Hibachi. They don't really have anyone else that's like a shot hunter. So, I love those 2 plays. And my last play is going to be Sabonis, man. He's been doing me dirty. But until they actually start sitting these guys, I'm gonna play them. I just played this over 7.5 assists. I got a couple parties I'm gonna cook up with him getting a triple-double. But I just love the spot for him. I like playing guys against bad teams, especially when they're good. He only got so many games left to keep padding the stats. He played them. He played Portland a few weeks ago. He only played 30 minutes, and he had a triple-double in 30 minutes in a blowout. So I'm not too worried about the blowout that's probably going to happen tonight. And honestly, I don't even know if the Kings can blow anybody out. Yeah, they can score 150, but I don't know if they can stop them from scoring 130 and keeping themselves in the game.
That's a fact. Or Dream, because I agree with that. Or if they will be even motivated to play defense. Like, why want to come in? Defense, it requires you to actually like sweat a little bit and like, you know, like potentially get hurt. You know what I mean? Get crossed up. They're not trying to do that, bro. I'm with you.
It's no reason. It's no reason to. So, yeah, that's why I like Sabonis to go ahead. I like him to get a triple-double, but I just played this over 7.5 assists to be safe. It's plus money. I love that. As far as blood money bets, man, I just think it's going to be a night with all these people out where you have some stars go crazy, some bums go crazy. So watch the boy from Portland. I think his name is Keon Johnson.
Uh-huh.
His line hasn't opened yet, but it may open around 13 or 14 and a half. He's a ladder. He's a ladder up as much as you can get him. Shadane Sharp, I gave him out a couple days ago. He hit. I chilled the next day because just as I expected,
he had the dud. He probably gonna go crazy tonight.
Yeah, so tonight,
hey, it's ebbs and flows, man. It's ebbs and flows, bro.
And another one, Nasir Little. He another one that he got potential, man. I caked off for him earlier this year, scoring 25 in the game. It was like plus 800. So, you know, a little 15, 20, 25, probably. I can't talk you off. That's probably going to pay like 2,000, 3,000 with each of them, you know, going up a ladder. So just stuff like that, man. I would just implore y'all to look for guys that you ain't never heard of. Like, I mean, even this Jazz game, nobody in the game point prop is over 18, I believe. I believe Horton Tucker is the highest one at 18. So if you thinking somebody may score 20 or 25, you got an opportunity, man. So I don't want to take too much time. Appreciate it, bro.
No, for sure, James. I appreciate the analysis, bro. I appreciate the insight as well, and I do think that, you know, it's that time of the year where you got to find a lot of value. We've been going back to Corey Kispert, and you know, like for the Wizards, no Bill, you know, no Kuzma. Somebody got to get the minutes, like you said, James. So you know,
PJ Washington last night.
PJ Washington, bro. When I saw that he had 40, because I didn't watch any of that game, and I turned it on like 5 minutes, 3 minutes left, and I see the score so high, and I'm like, yo, who went off? And then when I saw it was PJ, I said, man, I hope Dream lied at him, because I know you was already on him, and I thought that he was gonna be the guy last night, Dream, to tail off. That's why I didn't take him. I was like, oh, he didn't have back-to-back games. He from Dallas. Those games probably meant something to him, so he'll probably have like an emotional letdown. PJ Washington looked like Michael Jordan last night. Like he could not be stopped, and he got the rebounds. Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. Dream, real quick, I got a question for you. How you feel about, somebody brought this up in the chat? Well, they didn't bring this up specifically, but just looking at the comment section, Coop said, my boy Tari Eason points plus rebounds at 18.5. Love it if my Rockets get blown out. Kid plays his ass off. So my question for you, Dream, I hadn't thought about this. How you feel about Jabari Smith double playing against the Nets?
Man, Jabari Smith been balling, bro. He was not doing good at the beginning of the season, but the last 2 or 3 weeks, I think it started with Indiana.
He been hooping, right? Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. That might be a late ad, man. Just because I know that they don't have a lot of size, and Jabari been getting it against teams that do have size. So
it's a gun ain't really the type that's like a hunter. If the rebound fall in his hand, he'll get it. But I bet him as much as I bet him this year, he'll box somebody out and just let somebody else get the rebound. So yeah, Kevin Porter Jr., Jabari Smith Jr., them guys for rebounds, I can't talk you off that at all. Even Tari Eason off the bench, yeah, because Eason be eating too.
Yeah, that's what Coop said. He like Eason points plus rebounds at 18.5. I think I'm gonna look towards Jabari Smith points plus rebounds. If I make that
Jabari
official,
he can clear that with just points.
Yeah,
his points and rebounds line.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Okay, now I like it. Appreciate you, Dream. Appreciate you, bro. Hopefully, we get to some cash tonight. Dream got some sharp looks, man. Hope you guys listen. Post everything on his page, so definitely, you know, follow him, check him out over there. I hope you cash, Dream. Stefan, the Knicks are in play tonight, man. And shout out, I meant to start the show out with this, man. Shout out to Mr. Frazier, man. The guy's birthday is today, man. The legend. If you guys watch the Knicks games, y'all know y'all know what time it is. What up, Stefan? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing excellent. How are you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. How about yourself? What's going on?
Man, I got an extra question before we get to the Knicks. Yo, that Thunder Pistons game, bro, that feels like it's like kind of has like a gold mine of a bunch of players that no one knows. I know you mentioned Bagley for his double-double. What do you think about Jalen Duren for his double-double? Because he's coming off a game where he did it last night that the freaking Thunder got double-double by Kai Jones off the bench and Nick Richards. Like Kai Jones did it in 21. And I was looking at Duren. Duren's double-double is 260, and he's done that in 4 of his last 5 when he plays 20-plus minutes. So I'm like, yo, if he gets the 20 minutes, like, there's a very strong chance he might get that double-double.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. The thing is with all of them having so many, but them having so many bigs, I'm like, how is Coach Casey going to manage those minutes, you know? Like, so I went more so with what looked like it was guaranteed. I mean, you're taking the gamble if you take, Jalen Duren, but you're going to get better odds, because his minutes aren't solidified, right? Like I'm looking at his game log right now. He got 28 and 25 in his last 2, but he also got 9 against Miami, 18 against Washington, 20 against the Pacers, So it kind of feels like to me that, they've kind of prioritized Bagley and I know Dream talked about this recently too, like kind of falling off of both of those guys because they got 3 big men that can, all kind of score the ball, all kind of do the same thing too, right? I think Bagley probably has the best skill set of the 3. But Duren is a monster on the rebound. So if I'm playing Duren, I might just look at, like you said, it could be his double-double, but more so probably just his rebounds because I think he's probably the best rebounder of the 3. But Wiseman's probably the more skilled, big man. I'm sorry, Bagley's probably the more skilled big man with just his ability to be able to, he can step out, knock down the 3, post, give you the little jab step, hit the pull up, get around you. All of them can dunk, all of them can get put back. So. Yeah, just really how you want to slice it. So.
And if you ever bet on the Pistons, you can't tell me that Casey don't work with the books because he just be so janky with these minutes. One game Ivy plays, the next game Magruder plays. Magruder's not playing. Man.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. That's why I've been kind of off of it because, you feel like you find some value and, you like, man, it checks all the boxes, how you cap the game. And then, you find yourself punching yourself in the stomach because you're like, why would I bet on this weak game in the first place? You know what I mean? When I didn't know if this player was gonna get these minutes or not. So it's tough, man. But I do think, like everything else, it's all gambling stuff. It's all gambling, bro.
But this next game, real quick, I couldn't agree more with that Jimmy Butler 35.5 PRA. I think there's a spot where he's got a friendly rivalry with Julius Randle. Everybody knows he didn't play the last game. It's just set up for Jimmy to be a dog tonight. I love that PRA. I even sprinkled on his ladder for his 30 and 35 points. I took everything Jimmy Butler. I took the 2 steals. I took the Knicks and steals. I just think he's going to just put on a show tonight at MSG. And also a reminder, it's crazy. I feel like I've been up here like 5 times talking about the game, and I'm saying the same thing over and over again. But just a refresher, Bam Adebayo's now block streak versus the Knicks is now up to 9. The odds are like 130. Because I'm greedy, I took the block with the Jimmy steal and got that at like plus 150. Same thing as usual. The 3s, they moved on Hero. So you can't really take the 3s because the 4 is a sweat. It's at like 3.5 for like plus 130, I want to say. But I do like that 19.5 because I've seen this matchup now 3-4 times. And even if Hero goes into the 4th with like 10 points, 12 points, I wouldn't even be stressing because we've seen in all 3 games that down the stretch, RJ Barrett's going to be on him. And RJ Barrett doesn't have the foot speed for him, has nothing for him, and Hero's cooked him nearly every single time. So I like his 19.5 points. If Brunson's in, I'm definitely taking his points because the Heat have known for him. If Brunson's out, I'm taking RJ Barrett's points. I feel like everyone's going to be on quickly coming off that big game, and I wouldn't blame you. But I just think that Wings are killing the Heat right now. RJ Barrett, it just strikes me as this. Like he has a good history versus Miami, and it's just one of those matchups where it's like he's at home. If you look at his logs without Brunson in there, I want to say 5 of the last 7, he's not only just over 20.5, he's at like 25. So he's been smacking it. So I love that. I'm in New York, so I don't have this one. But if you're not in New York, you got to play it on prospects. But Julius Randle's 2.5 turnovers, and you talked about it at the top of the show where when Brunson's not in there, I always say he's like the dad of the team where he restores order. When he's not in there, like Julius Randle be acting a fool out there. Versus the Heat, he has 3+ turnovers in 9 straight games. There's that whole history with him versus Bam. He's going to see Bam, and he's going to see Jimmy on 3 days rest. I just think that over 2.5 turnovers, if you could find a way to bet it, like you just got to take that. So I'm on that. And the last one I'm on, damn, that's like 6 plays. But last one I'm on is Max Strus threes ladder whenever they put it up. That's the dude I want in this game. As long as Kyle Lowry's out, I'm taking Strus for his 3, his 4. I've seen this matchup before. He's going to be wide open. He's going to be wide open playing down the stretch. And Julius Randle's going to lose track of him on the elbow like 3 times in the fourth quarter. I've seen the game like 3 times. I know exactly what is about to happen. So I'm taking that Strus threes ladder.
Okay. So I'm glad I wanted your insight on it, because you always talk about one guy, knocking down 3 or 4 threes against your Knicks every single time, especially when they're in the Garden. Somebody going to get hot on the opposite team. We just saw it be Torian Prince. We can kind of go on and on and on. But my question for you, well, you already answered the question, because I was going to ask you, was it going to be Strus? Did you think it was going to be Strus, or did you think it was going to be Gabe Vincent? Because Vince is another guy that can get hot, and his points prop typically like 8.5, 9.5. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I definitely think Vincent could go off. I was way off on that Rockets game. I thought it was going to be Jalen Green, but it was actually Porter Jr. So if anything, it's like flip a coin between Strus and Vincent, because point guards have had a crazy track record the last like 8 games versus the Knicks. So if Vincent's in there, like he just, at the end of the day, it's a make or miss league. He just got to make them. Like he's going to take 6 or 7 threes. He's going to be wide open. So you just need him to make it. The same with Strus. Just make them. And like that's kind of the things that suck about some of these games is you'll have the right read. Like Gary Harris, you'll have the right read. The man will take 8 open threes. He only make 3. So you only kind of put it kind of even on his ladder. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to call it, but like I like Vincent, I like Strus. I can't hate on either one.
Yep. I like it. Let me check this real quick. I see that somebody said the total dropping to 226.5. Damn, it did drop to 220. The 228 is gone. For the Lakers in the Bulls game I was talking about. I appreciate y'all letting me know that. I thought so. It's still some 227.5s out there though. Looks like DraftKings did drop from 228 down to 227. I think they would have the book with the 228. And DraftKings don't pay me or nothing, but shout out to my girl Ali. She just DM'd me, and I actually saw this earlier. I don't promote DraftKings because they don't send me a check. I'm not getting a cut, but they are offering a 25% deposit match for anybody that wants to upload right now, up to $250. So you get a little extra bread on top of that. But yeah, they don't pay me, so I shouldn't even said that. But appreciate you, Ali, for letting me know that. But yeah, I like the look, Stephen. What else you got for me? Anything else?
Nah, that's it. I'm really just focused on our nose and like which Detroit Pistons big I'm going to strike out on with this double-double tonight.
Right. Now, I like the looks. I think you're going to definitely, have a lot of profit tonight, Steph. I like the looks a lot, bro. Best of luck. Hey, Steps, real quick. If Brunson comes back, you think y'all get back to y'all defensive ways and kind of get back into form? You think y'all cover the game tonight or no?
Hey, you know what's kind of crazy? That's kind of what scares me, because I think the Miami Heat kind of stumbled on something last game where they're the first team I saw that was actually like picking him off on defense in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing I noticed down the stretch too. Like the first 3 quarters the last time we played, we had like 21 points. And then Spo in the fourth was like, all right, we had enough here. So every time he touched the ball, they just blitzed him every time and made him give it up. So that's why I don't know. If he's in there, I think he'll get his shot. I think he'll cover his point spread. But in the fourth quarter, they're definitely going to double team him a lot. I think they're going to take advantage of him on defense too. So I don't know. It's a tricky spot. Our defense has been suspect as hell like the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. We'll just leave it at that, Stephen. You described it well. I appreciate your analysis though and your insight, bro, for sure. I know that this is a quick revenge for y'all, even though y'all do kind of lead the season series. I know this is the last game between the Heat and your Knicks, which y'all up 2-1. Y'all actually had won the first 2 games, lost the last one, but it wasn't a good spot for y'all, which is why I was on the Knicks first half, because y'all were on the first leg of a back-to-back before y'all played the Magic last week in that spot. So and the Knicks kind of needed that game, probably was fired up. I think this time around y'all have the rest advantage minus Jimmy Butler, which is why I'm just kind of looking at. I'm gonna just, like I said, I'm gonna just play Jimmy Butler. Just play Jimmy Butler.
Advise, because like don't do too many plays. Just take Jimmy Butler. Like this dude's gonna destroy the next time.
Yeah. And I like it. I like Jimmy tonight too. Appreciate you, Stephen. Let's get some cash tonight, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Let's get some cash. Malachi Brenham, Stoney said he's on him. 3.5 first quarter points. Shout out to OG Wham in the chat. My guy Myron said if Bane, Jared Jackson Jr. and Tyus all miss, fire up Ja. will get a double-double, but could get a triple-double against the sorry Clippers defense. Let's see. Somebody also said that I know it was a couple minutes ago, but I talked about the Bucks first quarter team total being at 30.5. And you, like I said, you guys can play the 30.5. I played the 31.5, so they need 32 points in the first quarter. But somebody said DraftKings also has the 30.5 still available. I just didn't want to lay the juice at minus 130. I'd rather just take the point. So, like I said, I did make that official play. Let me see what else I got before I keep moving. Kyrie assist 5.5 plus 110, averaging 6 in 2 games versus Philly. Okay. Best of luck there. Casey has been playing during more minutes off the bench than Wiseman. So you got some support for that, Stefan. Shout out to Ali. Let's see. Wham said he's on plus 130 and plus 120 money line for the Grizzlies tonight. Big Grizzlies tonight to beat the Clippers. Okay. Lakers up to 3.5 now. Abdia Cash just last night. Shout out to everybody who was on it. What are your officials? So my fault. I never did put my officials at the bottom. Okay. All right. I'm gonna kick it to Frag and then get Ben back up. See if I can get him connected. Get Great White up and Wham as well. And then I'll put my officials at the bottom for you guys. Kawhi is out tonight. Oh shoot, Kawhi just got ruled out. Oh, Kawhi did just get ruled out. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, maybe the Clippers ain't trying to win either. What he out for? That's the thing about doing a show at this time. You get personal. So we don't even know why. Just personal. Kawhi out. Dang, that's crazy. Also, I want to send some love and some prayers to Drummond real quick. I'm not sure what's going on with Drummond or if people paying attention to it, but Drummond said I was listening to radio this morning. They said something about he was deactivating all the social media, going through some mental health stuff, and that was this morning. Then throughout the day, he got downgraded to questionable, and now he's listed as out with personal as well. So he must be probably going through something. So sending prayers to him and his family, whatever he got going on as well. It's a lot going on, man. The world is crazy. I know this is a basketball show, but make sure y'all mental is right, man. Make sure you keep your mental health straight. Let me kick it to Frag real quick though, and then Wham, I'm gonna come to you, and Ben, I'm coming to you. What up, Frag?
Yo, what's going on, Chris? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How about yourself? How you feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I just got out of work. Just locked in a couple plays.
What we got?
Just a quick recap. 1-1. Okongwu got there, and then Joe Val, his big ass got played off the court yesterday. So, but I'm glad I went half a unit on him, so I ended up scraping about half a unit.
Yeah, you called it, Fred. You called it, bro.
I just felt like the ship, the train had left me. I was 3 stops too late, but it's all good.
That's a fact. You called it though, Fred. You called it, and you hold yourself accountable, man. I think when CJ started talking, for anybody, that might have been the best game I watched all season. Anybody who watched that game last night saw CJ said something to Draymond, and Draymond just kind of owned Jonas Valanciunas throughout the rest of the game last night.
Yeah, it was a crazy game.
It was crazy. But what you on today, Frank? What you liking?
I got a couple plays here. First, I locked in Big Cat, man, 17.5, man. I think this is a good spot for him. I think it's a builder too. He had hit a big 3 against the Warriors late. Slow-mo had got a steal with Warriors was trying to milk the clock.
No hesitation, Frank. That joint was so cold.
Yeah, that was like, he had no hesitation on that. He just pulled up. He didn't care nothing. So I think that's a great, builder. I think he took like 17 shots. He didn't shoot too good from the floor. But I think 17.5 is too low. And I think the spot is good as far as just the matchup. Like, they don't really I don't think they're going to put 8 on him out there. And then they could put KD with the size, but he coming back from the injury, so I don't think he's going to be going too hard on defense. So they go ahead and put, a Kogi or whoever they want. That's just the size mismatch, So I'll take it 17.5. I think that's a good buy low spot for him. I'm on Kyrie, 24.5 points. I just think it's too low. Big game in Philly. I'm not too concerned if Joel or Harden don't play, honestly, because the Mavs really don't play defense, so I'm not really too concerned with a blowout, even though, it could, obviously, but I just think it's a big game for them, so I think Kyrie comes out. And then Luka, too. I like his PRA. I didn't play it. It was 47.5. It was kind of juiced, though, so I didn't play it because I was already on Kyrie, but that's another look. And then the last play, I'm on the I had tailed you on that Bucks. I got the 30.5, though, on the first quarter. I just took that. But the last one, I'm taking the Jalen Williams dude from the OKC, the Jaley or En.
Yeah, so you know how we're gonna start doing it? I thought about this yesterday, Frank. We're gonna go light skin, dark skin. So you're taking the brown skin one because you can't go dreads, no dreads. They both got dreads. You got let's say the brown skin, the brown skin Jalen.
So I'm taking him. I think 19.5 points is too low, man. I couldn't talk you off even Giddy or Isaiah Joe. I mean, Isaiah Joe got that thing on a laser, man.
That's a fact,
him, but like I didn't really watch it, but I tuned in yesterday to see what they was on.
Bro,
I see they was losing, going back and forth. But man, that guy, you can't leave him open.
That's a fact. I watched him he cooked the Clippers the other day, bro.
He was killing shit. He got a little dribble on him too.
Yes, sir. He been in his bag, bro.
I'll take Jalen. EY or
Brunson. Brunson is in, just FYI. But keep talking, bro.
Oh, Brunson's in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll take him 19.5, and that'll be my last play for the day, honestly. And then just the Bucks. I told you I got the 30.5. It was like -120 on DK.
30.5. So -120 is good. I probably should have checked DK. I feel like DK moves slow. FanDuel moves too fast for me, so I try to go back and forth.
To switch books, man. FanDuel be locking up and everything.
FanDuel get the notifications before everybody do, bro. Like I hate it.
FanDuel be working with the NBA, man.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, that's why I've been more on BetMGM, more on DraftKings, more Hard Rock Sportsbook. Like I'm on the slower books. I got to because I need to get the advantage, man. I got these notifications set for a reason. So yeah, if you guys get the 30.5 and you know it's not too juice for you, definitely play the 30.5, man. Definitely play the 30.5. Appreciate you, Frag. I hope you catch the looks as well, my brother.
Yeah, and then what did you get Jimmy's PRA at?
I got 35.5.
35.5.
Yeah,
okay. So I'm gonna go official with that one. I'm gonna tell you on that one. So I'm gonna tell the Bucks first quarter and then the Jimmy PRA. I like that look, honestly.
Yeah, let's cash him, Frag. I like your looks as well, man. Kyrie, like you said, they don't play any defense, so this situation reminds me a little bit of honestly, it reminds me a little bit of the Donovan Mitchell situation yesterday. Now, of course, the Philadelphia 76ers play a lot better defense than the Atlanta Hawks, but it just feels like a game where because Dallas doesn't play any defense, that they will also have to score a lot of points to even keep this game close. So to me, you got to look opposite, right? That's like no stats. That's just knowing who Kyrie is, knowing what point we are at the season. You know what I mean? All of those things. So I couldn't talk you off the Kyrie look. I like the Cat look as well, man. I hope you cash both of them, Frank. Appreciate you sharing them, bro.
Even Maxey, I mean, one of the big two gonna get ruled out. So I think Maxey's, I mean, you're gonna be probably, a little inflated, but I think it's all systems go with him too.
Yeah, I think they probably put Maxey at 25.5 if Harden gets ruled out, and it's still a go because he almost said that at halftime last game against Denver. So
I mean, the guy just shooting 30 shots a game, like it's crazy.
No, that's a fact.
But I appreciate you having me up. Hope everybody has a good day, and hopefully you have good times on your bets, and hopefully y'all win.
Absolutely, bro. That's what we try and do. Get some winners. My guy Wham. Shout out to OG Wham. What up, Wham? How you doing, bro?
What it do?
Shout out Wham, man. Shout out Wham.
The OG in the building, man. What up? I wish I had the joint you got, the Roadcaster. I hit the button. What up, Wham? Talk to the people, man.
I should have had that shit on. Hey, but I tried to hop in here earlier, man, without the Kawhi news, bro. I was trying to get people on that plus money Memphis, bro. But it's all good, man. If you got the time right now, it's still good value, bro, with Memphis right now. We know how they are at the house. No Kawhi. Obviously, it's a big line movement. They're -2 now. I just took them again at -127. I got them plus money 3 times, bro, now. So that's my big bet right there now.
Memphis -2, but Wham got the plus money as well. I like it. Clippers they're bottom of the barrel trash without without PG and Kawhi. We've seen this story before. Now, of course, they still have Westbrook, so I couldn't talk anybody off looking at his points, rebounds, and assists to go over. But I would wait to play that, just kind of see. I mean, you don't gotta wait to play it. He gonna have the most usage of all the guys. Nicholas Batum, Eric Gordon, Trey Mann. Not Trey Mann, my fault. Terrence Mann. But they don't have a lot though. So yeah, that's an interesting one. I like that. You got anything else for us, or you just on the?
Yeah, I wanted to key in on Luke Kennard too, but I haven't seen his props yet. So I am looking into that. But for the most part, man, yeah, I think the Grizzlies are going to get Xavier Tillman. I've seen the reports that he's going to give it the go. So My only concern was originally that they're going to be outmatched down low with Miles Plumlee and Zubac, but having Xavier Tillman is a big plus, so I like the look a lot, bro.
Yeah, okay. My guy Wham is on Memphis on the money line. Laid a 2 with him too. I like the 2. I'm probably gonna get there on that 2 as well. Fade of the Clippers. Memphis is, I think they have the second best home record in the NBA. So you could wait if you want to and see what the line moves to if you guys want. Also, books are still slow to move this line. I see the Caesars still have the Clippers of -3 right now. I don't know if that's accurate. I need to check that. Hold on. Let me get a great White. Go ahead, talk to the people real quick. And let me go ahead and check that line real quick. We got a lot going on. What's up, Great White? How you doing?
No, I'm good, brother. I'm good. You better put in that Grizzlies +3 real quick over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I just want to make sure that the line. I feel like the wager talk eye screen just ain't update yet, but I could be wrong. I'm definitely going to check because if I can get that +3, I'm gonna take. No, it's actually moved. It's flipped to -2. It just ain't update on their screen yet, but it's all good. It's all good. I still like the -2 as well. What's up, Great White? What you on today, man?
I'm good, man. So I've been dropping 2 props the past couple shows. I'm gonna do 3 props today. Hoping that we cash all 3, but I think these 3 they should be cashing no problem. One's a little juice, but I'm real confident in it. So first one is going to be De'Aaron Fox over 1.5 3-point field goals made. I got it at -120 for 1 unit. Reason why I'm going to be on this play is because Portland, they ranked 28th in 3-point percentage in the NBA all season. And when Portland's at home, they're dead last when it comes to 3-point percentage allowed. And in their last 3 games, they've been allowing 46% allowed from 3-point range. That game has a high total. I don't see much defense being played, so I think Fox at over 1.5 should be easy money, especially because he's been attempting 5, 6, 7 3-point attempts per game. So the opportunity is going to be there for him. Plus, I mean, Portland doesn't have a guard that could cover him anyways. So going on to the next one, I know you guys have hit on this before, and I saw this line and I had to jump on it. We got Killian Hayes over 2.5 turnovers. That's the juiced one. It's at -140 for 1 unit. I saw it the last time he played was at 3.5. And that game he had 0 turnovers, so this is why the line dropped again, and I'm going to be jumping on it. Killian Hayes in his last 10 games, he's gone over this line 7 times, and in 2 of those games that he didn't hit, that he didn't go over, is because he played less than 20 minutes in those games because they were blowouts, or the Pistons just pulled their starters out. If he would have been in those games, then it would have been 9 out of 10 times in the last 10 games. So I think that should be easy money for everybody today. And then the last one, I had this locked in, and I heard somebody bring his name up, and I was like, all right, we're looking good. It's going to be Shaedon Sharpe for the Blazers. I should have mentioned him with Fox earlier, but I'm just going down my list. I got him at over 7.5 rebounds and assists combined. I got that at -125 for 1 unit. In his last 4 games, where he's been averaging over 30 minutes a game, he's gone over this line 3 times. So he should be in the starting lineup again today. I haven't seen their starting lineup yet, but he should be in because of all the injuries or people that they're keeping out. And those are the 3 plays that I'm on for today. So hopefully everybody is able to cash all their plays.
Yeah, I like these a lot. I hadn't thought about Shaedon Sharpe, but we just talked about, me and Dream, how bad that Kings defense is, no matter how good their offense is. So I like getting back on Fox tonight. I'm sorry, I like getting back on Shaedon Sharpe tonight. I like that look a lot, Great White. I hope you cash the looks, man. Appreciate you. Let's cash these looks for sure. Ben, you are connected. What's going on, Ben?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm upset about Kelly sitting, man.
Tell me about it.
I probably had the biggest bet of my sports betting career on him tonight. So it's a shame.
At least you get it back, man.
It's a shame. Yeah, man. Yeah, But we were gonna take some money from the books tonight on that one for sure. Anyway, what I'm on tonight, I locked in Walker Kessler double-double this morning at -130. or minus 129. Sorry. I mean, at this point, we just know someone's getting a point, rebound, double-double against the Spurs. And on this team right now, with the personnel that they got, it's probably going to be Walker Kessler. You know, this weekend I played a little system that I'm going to try out where if a team has like a couple plus money double-double guys, I just play both of them. And I did that with Horford and Brown, and they were like plus 500 and plus 250, and Brown got his, and Horford almost got his too. So I'm just going to take the best rebounder against the Spurs every night. I think I'm going to win more than I lose. You know, next I'm on Jalen Williams over the 19.5, like many here said. He's killing it when Shai sits. So just I'm going to keep rolling with that one. I think in 8 home games this year without SGA, and 6 since January 1st, he's cashing this at like an 80%, like a 75% rate, 6 out of 8 home games this year. And then the last one I'll bring up, I got 2 more, sorry. The next one I'll bring up is I'm on Agbaji and on Fontecchio's points. Again, it's a situation where we probably don't know who exactly is going to go over, but they both have a plus matchup. And they both are going to have the shot volume to get to the 15.5. Like I would imagine both could easily take 15 shots, if not more. And they're playing against the defense that's more than capable of giving up 16 points to 2 different guys at the same time.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, but that's what I'm on.
Okay. I like the looks, Ben. I appreciate you sharing these, bro.
No problem.
Probably going to get there with you with the Walker Kessler double-double, even if it's just a smaller play for me, because, I mean, it makes all the sense in the world. I just kind of totally forgot about it, but, I mean, all the sense in the world. Yeah, I like that look a lot. I put a star beside that one. Shaden Sharp as well. I know Great White mentioned Shaden Sharp. I love Shaden Sharp tonight now that I think about it as well. Coop said in the chat, King struggle against wings like the look for Shaden. I like the look as well. So appreciate you, Ben. Catch the looks, bro.
And for those out there, man, Chris, your money with the totals, dude. Anything you post with a total, you know, I'm in. So just keep them rolling, bro.
Yeah, I try to only post the ones that I'm ones that I feel like I got a nice size edge on. And that's how I kind of feel about the Lakers game today. A lot of trends that I look at when I'm looking at these revenge angles show that one team, scores about 115 points and the other team scores about 106. So that gives me about 221 in that game tonight. And we got a total of about 227.5 in the Laker game, which is why I went official on that play. Like I said, I was kind of waiting for LeBron to get ruled in, but the total has dropped to 227.5. I'm not in a rush to take it right now just because I feel like if LeBron gets ruled in, it'll go back up. But I did put it on the show or on the screen at the bottom for you guys under 227.5. If you want to, you can wait. If LeBron gets ruled in, it might touch 228 again. It might go up to 228.5. We do see these totals go up when offensive players come back in. So similar to Jalen Brunson, that Knicks total between the Heat and the Knicks was at 223 all day long. Brunson got ruled in. It's already up to 226. So 3 points just with Brunson being in. Really important reason why we wait until, you get all the information. I was actually looking towards the over, but I just can't. I know that the Knicks defense has been bad, but this Miami offense go through lulls where they just can't score the ball. So I can't look towards the over in the Miami Heat game right now, but I do think you could look towards the Knicks team total to go over with Brunson being back in the lineup. I think it's something like, it was like 113.5. So with the total going up, it probably moved up to 115.5, but it's nothing official for me. But if I had to play on that game, that's what I'd be looking at. I already played Jimmy Butler points, rebounds, assists over, and I still like that look. But if I'm playing the total, I think I am playing that one probably over as well. But Ben, best total of the night, man. Lakers and Bulls to go under.
One more for you real quick.
What up? What you got?
I forgot. I played Zubac's rebounds this morning over the 8.5. He's averaging 9 the last 30 days. And I don't see that matchup going very good for Tillman against Zubac down low tonight on the boards. Rebounders, at the center position are getting about one more over the 30-day average last 30 days. So I'm good with Zubac over the 8.5.
Yeah. Okay. Like it, Ben. Like it. Let's see. So Tyler said, Chris, why is the Spurs line dropping so much? It's because Kelly Olynyk got rolled out along with Lauri Markkanen. So that's why the line has come down throughout the day. I think both teams trying to figure out how they can get Victor Wembanyama the most. So they forfeited this game and nobody played. It wouldn't surprise me because, each team got 5 players playing because everybody just want to sit out. So it wouldn't surprise me much at all. Let's see. Stem, coming to you real quick. I didn't realize it was 6:54. think it's because I got to work out in, so I'm kind of feeling good right before the show. But Stem, I want to come to you real quick, and then Henneman, I know you've been waiting for a minute. Chubbs, if y'all got can keep it pretty quick. I want to get to all of you guys really quickly. But Stem, what you got?
It's good, Chris. How are you today?
I'm good, my guy. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm coming in with some heat tonight.
Okay.
Bringing a parlay.
Okay, what you got?
Not giving anything straight. I'm sure there's been a ton of spots already hit on. But so I got it posted on my Twitter actually. I don't know if you're able to pin it or not, but I'll go through it. This Pistons OKC game should be a gold mine tonight for lottos. We saw what happened last night with OKC. There's not going to be any defense played on both sides. So this is at plus 10,000. It has gone down a bit. Discord kind of brought it down, but plus 10,000. We got Jalen Williams 25 points, Jaden Ivey over 23.5, Duran 15 plus, and Isaiah Joe 3 plus. I mean, it's 3 plus threes. It's very plausible for plus 10,000. Obviously, we got some stuff we need to happen, but for sitting at plus 10,000, that's just way too possible for those odds.
I couldn't talk you off of any of it. I probably take out Isaiah Joe threes and put it up a little bit more and drop Jalen Duran points out. I like it. I like it. I think
have enough of an effect at 3.5 over, so we took it at 3. But
got you.
At plus 10,000. I mean, that's a nice way to attack it tonight.
Absolutely, Stem. Yeah, I posted it at the top if anybody wanted to tell. Definitely worth a sprinkle for sure. Appreciate you sharing that, Stem.
Absolutely.
Let's cash it tonight. Chubbs, you up, my guy? What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. What's going on? What you got for us?
Man, I got a little fun play, bro. Like, I'm going to the UC tonight, so I'm gonna be at that Bulls-Lakers game. I love narratives, and Pat Bev is love playing his old teams and love playing with his friends. I think he's last game he shot 5 threes. This is a complete lotto. I'm taking his 3 threes at plus 600 on FanDuel, and I'm also taking his 10 points at plus 290 on FanDuel. He had 10 points the last time he played the Lakers. I think he has to put up a setup. I know LeBron finna come in hot after that comment. What's it called? Last game on Sunday, so it should be a fun game. Just some.
Okay. Yeah, no. You good, Chubbs? Hey, bro, I'm a big fan of Patrick Beverly. Big fan of Pat. I listen to his podcast all the time. Yeah, I love Pat, man. Off the court, I ain't gonna like him tonight against my Lakers, but I love Pat on the court, man. I love Pat, bro. He's a real guy. He's a super real guy, and I got a chance to hang out with him for a couple months as well when I was in Houston. But that's besides the point. I like it, Chubbs. Appreciate you, bro. I hope you cash it, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Have a good night, man.
Absolutely, bro. Same. Right back at you. Henneman, can you hear me? It looks like you're off mute. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's up, man?
What's going on? How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good. Man, hey, you gotta be the Porzingis whisperer, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We talked that 2 times ago, or 2, maybe 2-3 shows ago, and I told you he was gonna hit. He hit. Everybody was fading him, and then last night you said he wasn't gonna hit, and the nigga went crazy.
Went bananas. 33. Went bananas so much that I saw a report from Shams earlier. Joel and Harden are in. If you guys want the Sixers, you want to bet them now. You want to bet the team total over. Yeah. You want to bet it now. Run to your sportsbook and put that in if you want to. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But go ahead, Chubbs. I'm my fault. Go ahead, Henry. What you got?
All right, so your boy Keegan Murray, he is 4 3-pointers away from hitting the rookie record that Donovan Mitchell holds. This is the perfect matchup for him. I heard somebody else just talking about how the Portland Trailblazers can't defend the 3-pointer, and I got him at minus 125 to go over his 2.5. He missed the other night against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I think that is absolutely cash. Perfect spot for him to go ahead and break the record tonight. I would even ladder it, but I didn't really look at anything on it. And then I had found the Kelly Olynyk play, dude, like you, and I'm so salty that he is out. And then I'm super duper salty that Kawhi is out. But I did have a crazy parlay. I'm going to just go over the whole thing, even though those 2 guys are out. And there's one hockey play in it, but disregard. But it was Colorado Avalanche, money line, Kelly Olynyk over those assists and rebounds, Jalen Williams over 23.5 points and assists, Keegan Murray's threes, Kawhi Leonard over 26.5, Giannis under his assists. Don't think they'll need him like that. Anthony Davis over his 36.5 points and rebounds. Butler over his 5.5 rebounds. Bridges over his 28.5 points and assists. Mike Conley over 4.5 assists. Luka Doncic over 30.5. And man, this is crazy, but it was only $10 to win $4,668. So it ain't gonna be that now. But
Okay. Hey, that's a hell of a parlay, bro. I hope you cash it. I hope you cash it, my guy. Okay. Vaughn, last but not least, what's going on, Vaughn? What you got for us?
Yo, what's good, bro? You hear me good?
Yeah, you good? What's going on?
Hey, I'm good, bro. I'm gonna run through these pretty quick. It's not a whole lot. I'm on the Bucks first quarter. I think I heard you talk about that one earlier. I'm on Memphis and the Clippers under. I got it at -232.5. I played it kind of earlier today. I think that number has since went down. One of my favorite plays of the day. A lot of trends sent me to the under. I watched you on RC and y'all was able to kind of confirm it for me. Let's see. I was on the Walker Kessler rebounds. And then I got a 2-leg parlay with Keegan Murray 5 threes and Fontecchio 5 threes. And I got plus 5,525. I put like a pinch of a unit on that. I did play the Fontecchio ladder. I got 20.7 plus. I think it was 290 or 390. His plus 5 threes is at plus 650 right now. Always willing to find a way to attack that Spurs defense. I think it's going to be a lot of value in this Jazz and Spurs game. You just got to do the work to find it. There's a whole lot of games today, but not a lot that I love, so I don't have a whole lot of plays. But yeah, man, that's all I'm on tonight, man. I'm going to try to keep it kind of quick. I know it's kind of late.
Okay, no, I appreciate that. Vaughn. I appreciate the looks too, man. Fontecchio should go crazy tonight. We're going to see what happened in that game. But somebody PRA going over, somebody going to hit more threes than their line projected at, all that good stuff. So, man, I appreciate the looks, though. Appreciate the looks, Vaughn. It's frustrating because you wait all day, for these lines, and then you find out 10 minutes before the game that Harden and Embiid going to play, which, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. The line, it was at 5.5. I don't know if people got a chance to put it in, but 5.5 was the line. It's up to 7.5. I saw it shoot up to 7.5 on other books as well. So Philly is real good. I think 9-1 in revenge games as home favorites this season. So typically they take those games extremely serious. Also coming off a 3-game losing streak as well. And the Mavs, they continue to not play defense. I'm not sure if Maxi Kleber got ruled in or ruled out, but if they don't have him, Embiid should get whatever it is that he wants today. So that's what I would kind of share with you guys there. And that's it. At the bottom, my official plays are there. You guys see that I am on Jimmy Butler over his 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists tonight. The Bucks first quarter team total going back. If the Bucks don't score 31 points or 32 points in the first quarter, I probably will not take another first quarter total for a while. Lakers in Chicago, I did say under 227.5 as well. And I forgot to add, I am also on. I locked this one in as well. I'm gonna add it to the banner real quick. I'm also on Aiden. I talked about fading Aiden just because Durant's back. His PRA, his usage is the one that goes under the most. So Aiden under his 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists is another look that I have as well in that game. And then I'm waiting for the total. I'm waiting for Kyle Anderson news, but I'm probably going to play the under in the full game as well at 234.5. So that's what I got for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like it's going to be 5 plays for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4. But the Minnesota and Phoenix under 235 is probably going to be another look. And I'll tweet it out if I add it. But I do want to make sure Kyle Anderson is in. I don't like it as much without Kyle Anderson in, even though they're a good defense without him. So that's what I got for you guys. I think tomorrow it's only let me just double check. Tomorrow's Thursday. I feel like it's only 2 games tomorrow. Yeah, it's only Boston and Milwaukee, and New Orleans and Denver. So if I do a show tomorrow, it'll be a really short show. It's gonna be 2 interesting games tomorrow. A lot of playoff positioning happening. Pelicans on the road again. That spread's already come down from 9 to 7. We also saw Jokic is listed as questionable, so he's going to be on the injury report. They manipulate us with him all day. He's injured. He has a calf injury all of a sudden, I guess. That's the reason why that numbers move. But yeah, we'll talk about those games tomorrow. I kind of told you guys how I'm feeling about Milwaukee already. Not a great spot for them on the second leg of a back-to-back. after a 5-game road trip for them as well. So we'll see how it goes, though. Best of luck to you guys tonight, man. I ask that you, on your way out, just hit the like button for me if you can. Retweet the show, share the show, like the tweet, all that good stuff. And we'll be back tomorrow. I won't be doing a show in the morning, but we'll be back tomorrow for the ChrisBeCappinn NBA show. I think the show got up to like 215, 220 people on YouTube as well. I think that might be the biggest I've had this season. I know last year we used to have like 500 at certain points in times, but NBA starting to ramp up, man. It's the time where we can make a lot of money because these games really mean something to these teams. So hopefully you guys cash tonight. Best of luck to you guys on all your action. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm out.